Sai Ram students, welcome to the second session of chapter 7, that is circles. So children, in the last session we had seen what is a circle, what are the components of a circle. So what were the components of a circle? First we saw the radius, then we saw a chord, after that we saw a diameter, right? After that we saw the relationship between the radius and diameter. So now we'll see the other components of the circle. So the other component is the interior and exterior of a circle, right? So you can see here children, in the figure, circle is drawn. There are some points outside the circle, some points are on the circle, and some points they are inside the circle, right? Now interior means inside and exterior means outside. What is interior? Interior means inside and exterior means outside. So first we will see what are the exterior part of the circle. So exterior part of the circle is outside the circle. So you can see here children, outside the circle which points are there? You can see point A, right? Point C, point D and point B, right? These are the 4 points which are outside the circle, right? Points A, C, D and B. These are the exterior part of the circle. These are the points which are on the exterior part of the circle. Now we'll see the interior part of the circle. Now interior means what it is children? Inside, right? So inside the circle which points are there? You can see here R, then you can see T, you can see Q and you can see P. So there are 4 points inside the circle. So you will write interior part of the circle is points P, Q, T and R. So these are the points inside the circle, that is interior part of the circle. Now we are going to find out the points on the circle. So the points on the circle is what? You can see in the figure, point on the circle is K, N, L and M, right? So these are the points which are on the circle. So the points on the circle are points K, L, M and N. So I hope students you have understood the interior and exterior of a circle. The next one is problem set 30. In the table below, write the names of the points in the interior and exterior of a circle and those on the circle. So just now we saw the example. Based on that example only this problem set 30 is. So now you can see here children, again they have given a figure, right? So you have to find out from this figure which are the points in the interior of the circle, exterior of the circle and the points on the circle. So let's find out. Now first you will see points in the exterior of the circle. So points on the exterior of the circle, exterior means I told you outside. So the points outside the circle is what? See here, Z, M and W, right? These are the 3 points which are outside the circle, that is on the exterior of the circle, right? So the points in the exterior of the circle are point W, point M and point Z. Now we are going to see the points in the interior of the circle. Interior means inside. So where are the points inside the circle? It is X, T, R and Y. So there are 4 points in the interior of the circle, that is inside the circle, right? So let's write it down. Point Y, point T, point X and point R, right? So these are the points in the interior of the circle. Now the last one is points on the circle. So which are the points on the circle? You can see here P, right? Then here N. So there are only 2 points on the circle, that is point P and point N. So let's write it down. Point N and point P, these are the 2 points on the circle. So students, you have understood the exterior, interior and the points on the circle. Now let's move to the next one. Next component is the circumference of a circle. So how are you going to calculate the circumference of a circle? So in the here you can see the picture. What is there? A circular object is there, right? And a thread is there. So what is being done? A thread, it is surrounded to that circular object, right? From one end of the thread to the other end of the circular object, right? So you will take a thread and you will surround it near that circular object, and you will see how much distance it is, right? So after finding out that distance, what are you going to do? Now you are going to take that thread and you are going to keep it on the scale, and after keeping it on the scale you will measure it, that how much is the circumference of that circular object. So now that circular object circumference is 12 centimeter 3 millimeter, right? So I hope students you have understood how to find out the circumference of a circle. You are going to take a thread and one end of the thread you are going to surround it near that circular object, and that whole circle you will do it, and then you will take that much thread and you will measure it on a measuring scale, and you will measure the distance, right? What is the distance of that thread, and with that you will get the circumference of the circle. Now let's move to the next component of the circle, that is an arc of a circle. Now what do you mean by an arc of a circle? So you can see here children, a circle is being drawn and these are the dotted lines over here between the points A and B. Now children, you can see, if you take a bangle, right, and you divide it into 2 parts, right? When you divide the bangle into 2 parts, you get 2 arcs, right? So one when you join them it will become a circle, but when you separate them it will become 2 arcs, right? So now if you see in the second figure over here, right, what is there? There are 2 arcs, right? Arc AB, you can see this arc AB, that is one arc of a circle, and the second one is the down one, that is another arc of a circle. So from one circle, since there are 2 points A and B, right, so you will get 2 arcs, right? One arc on the upper shape and the other arc on the bottom shape, right children? So let's again see the arc of a circle. So you can see here children, the blue line over here from P to S to point Q, that is your one arc, that is arc PSQ, right? And the black color line which is there from point PR to Q, that is your another arc, that is arc PRQ, right? So let's move to the next one. Problem set 31. In the figure given alongside, points S, L, M and N are on the circle. So answer the questions with the help of a diagram. So now let's see what is there in the diagram. So here you can see children, this is the diagram which is given over here, right? Now what is given the first question? Write the name of the arcs with end points S and M, right? So your end point is S and here your end point is M, right? So end point means what we can do, we can draw an line over here, right? So I have drawn a line, right? So now you can understand how to write the name of the arcs, right? So when I have drawn a line, that means your one arc will be SLM and your other arc will be SNM, right? Because the end point is S and M. So your one arc will be SLM and your other arc will be SNM. So write it down, arc SNM or arc MNS. You can write the either way. And arc SLM or arc MLS. You can write in both the ways. Right, children? So now let's move to the second one. Write the name of the arcs with end points L and N. So you can see the end point is L and N. So here is L and here is N. So again, for your understanding, I will make a line near L and N, right? So let's make a line over here, right? So I have made a line between the points L and N. So your first arc will be, right, L, M and N, right? Or you can write N, M, L. Either way you can write. And the second arc will be L, S and N or N, S and L. Right, children? So your first arc will be L, M and N and your other arc will be L, S and N. So write it down, arc LMN or arc NML and arc LSN or arc NSL, right? Second question is, write the names of the arcs that points A, B, C and D in the given circle give rise to. So now you can see in the figure, A, B, C, D is a circle, right? So you have to write the names of the arcs, right? So that we can decide from where we have to take, right? So now what will I do? First I will start from the point A, right? So what I will do for your understanding, I will make an arc from A to C, right? From the point A to C. So your first arc will be ABC and your second arc will be ADC, right? First this way clockwise and then from the bottom, right? Your first arc will be ABC and your second arc will be ADC. So let's write it down, arc ABC and arc ADC. So we have finished with point A. Now let's move to the point B over here, right? So now we are going to make an arc at point B, right? So what will you do? Take from point B, you make a line till D, right? So what will your arc be? It will be BCD and BAD, right? BCD and BAD. So let's write it down, arc BCD and arc BAD. Now we have finished with point B. Now let's go to point C, right? So I will take the point C is over here. Now I will make a dotted line between the point C and A, right? So now what will your arc be? Your arc will be CDA and CBA, right? Arc CDA and arc CBA. So note it down, arc CDA and arc CBA. Now the last point remaining is D. So this is your point D. Now we'll make a line from D to B, right? Now we can write the arc easily. You can write it as DAB and DCB, right? DAB and DCB. So write it down, students. Arc DAB and arc DCB. So students, I hope you are understanding how we are writing the arcs. So for your understanding, you can make a dotted line between the 2 points and you can write the arc, so that it will be easy for you to write it. Okay. So now let's move to the next one. Give the names of the arcs that are made by points P, Q, R, S and T in the figure. Now in the figure you can see there are how many points? 5 points are there, right? In the earlier figure there were 4 points, but in this figure there are 5 points, right? So again we'll use the same procedure, right? We are going to start from the point P, but here since there are 5, we will be taking out 1 point and we will be writing only the arc for the 3 points, right? So now we are starting from the point P, right? So when we are starting from the point P, what we will do? We will cross this S part, right? We will consider that S is not there, right? So what we will do? We will make an arc as arc PQR and arc PTR, right? Arc PQR and arc PTR. So that has become one arc. Now let's see the next one. So now what we will do, children? Now we will cross this Q point, okay, right? So now we will write the arc as arc PRS and arc PTS, right? So this has become your second arc point, right? Now we'll move to the, so point P has finished. Now we will go to the point Q, right? This is your point Q. So now we'll go to the point Q. Now in point Q, when you are making, what we will do? We will take out this T, right? So what you will do? Arc QRS and arc QPS, right? Because T is not there, right? So we are writing QRS and QPS, right? Then again we have to find out the arcs with the point Q. Now what we are going to do? We are going to keep the point S as it is not there, right? So what will your arc be? It will be QRT, right? Arc QRT, and the other arc will be arc QPT, right children? Arc QRT and arc QPT. So with point Q we have finished the arcs. Now we will go to the point R, right? Now for point R, what will we do? We will keep the point Q out of the circle, right? So what it will be? It will be RST, right? RST and RPT. This will be your one arc, right? Arc RST and arc RPT. So then which is your next one with arc, right? So what we will do? We will keep the arc T out of the line, right? And then what we will do? We will write arc RSP and arc RQP, right? So that will become your second arc. Arc RSP and arc RQP, right? So now with the point R we have finished. Now we will go for the point S. So when we are doing for the point S, now what we will do? We will keep this Q out of our circle. So what we will do? Arc STP, right? And the other one arc will be arc SRP, right? Arc STP and arc SRP, right? So after that, what we have to do? Again with point S only we have to find out the other arc. So what we are going to do? We are going to keep the point P outside the circle, right? So what will your arc be? It will be arc STQ and arc SRQ. So arc STQ and arc SRQ. So children, we have finished with the point S. Now we will move to the point T, right? The last one is remaining, point T, right? So now for point T, what we will do? We will keep the point R out of our circle, right? So what will our answer be? Arc TSQ and arc TPQ, right? Arc TSQ and arc TPQ, right? So after that, now which point we will take? We are going to keep the T point only, right? And we will now keep a cross on the Q point. So what will your arc be? Arc TSR and then arc TPR, right? Arc TSR and arc TPR. So with this we can find out the arcs. So whenever you are finding the arc, right, you will write for the three points, right? And then you can delete one point from the circle and accordingly you can name the arcs. So the next question is, measure and note down the circumference of different circular objects. So this you are going to do it yourself, children. So what you are going to do? You are going to take any circular object, and as I had shown you, you are going to take a thread and find out the circumference of that circular object. You can take any circular object and find out the circumference of it. You can take the cap of a bottle, or you can take a bangle, or any circular object, whichever you feel. So take a thread, surround it near that object with the help of a thread and measure that thread on the scale and write the answer, right children? So with this, children, we finish the circles chapter, right? So we saw today the interior and exterior of a circle. Interior means inside and exterior means outside. Then we saw the circumference of a circle, right? And after that, the last point, we saw the arcs of a circle, right children? So I hope you have understood this circles chapter. Students, I have also given an activity on the circles chapter. So in that, what you are going to do? You are either going to take a marble paper, or if you don't have a marble paper, you can cut the circles of any size. Cut 5 circles and show these components of a circle: radius, chord, diameter, circumference and arc of a circle. For each circle, take a circle, as I told you, 5 circles. So these 5 circles, you are going to stick it separately and show the radius, diameter, chord, circumference and the arc of the circle. So I hope if you are drawing it, then you have to color these circles, right? If you are using a marble paper, you don't require to color it, but if you are going to draw it, you are going to color that circle, and then you are going to show the different components of the circle. So I hope students, you have understood what I have told you. So in the next session we will meet, we'll see the another chapter. Till then, goodbye.